Well, hello there, you beautiful gardening enthusiasts. Welcome to the channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Chad. This is Colorado Giants, or 1 Acre Farm. It's the greenhouse where I spend a significant amount of time during the summer. And I try to grow the biggest pumpkins possible. Bushel gourds, giant tomatoes, watermelons, you name it. If you can grow big, we try to do it here on this channel. So if that interests you, perhaps subscribe to the channel, stick around and watch this here update. Alright everyone, so it's been a pretty productive week. It's Tuesday, April 6th, and I've got a lot done. So again, before we get going, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're only a handful of subscribers away from 1,000. So that'd be pretty cool. A little more motivation to keep the videos coming out on the regular. So this might be a bit of a day where we have a update dump. I started the pumpkin seeds on April 1st. Hopefully you saw that video. And then I redid the irrigation supply lines and just that kind of the water supply for the greenhouse. Hopefully you saw that video. If I'm feeling motivated, I'll drop the cards in up there. No promises on that one though. So it's time for your general Tuesday update. I'm going to try and get back in the habit of that as long as there's things to update, and we'll do so. So hopefully you saw those two other videos. I'm not sure at what point I'll upload these or what order I've uploaded the previous two videos. I'm a little behind on those. So let's start with pumpkins. So 5 days ago on April 1st, I started these seeds and they're looking pretty good. So they started to come up at about day 4, and it looks like, most of them will be up today. Everything, all of these have some green showing, so looks like, knock on wood, 100% germination rate on those. So the plan for these is I'm going to put these in a little bit larger of a grow bag. I'll probably do that today. And then I want to get them into the dirt as soon as possible. I redid the water lines. Let me show you that real fast, just in case you haven't seen that video. My irrigation tanks used to be right here. I moved them over here. I redid the water lines because everything was cracked into about 1.5 bajillion pieces because I didn't drain it in time. So I now have a new watering system which goes all the way down to the wet wall. I added a 3rd hose and I cleaned everything. This year I just want to take what I did last year, do it a little bit better, refine everything. Like I added a trash can in here. It's a simple thing, but if you don't have a trash can, I found myself just kind of leaving junk everywhere. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it nice and clean. So I did the simple thing like adding a trash can, and I think that'll help a lot. So new hoses again. I added a hose in the middle. Last year I had one here and at the end, and I found I didn't have quite as much reach as I wanted to, so I added one in the middle. I added more on-off valves for better isolation of everything, which again, just a little bit better. So here I have a pile of planting hole amendments. So maybe today, I really should do it today. This is what I'm going to put into my planting holes. I got 3 bags of worm castings, some more perlite, and then over there I have a little blood meal, azos, myco, and some feather meal I just had left over. So each spot where a plant is going to go, I'm going to amend that a little bit. In general, I'm going to dump this stuff out, then I'm going to take the rototiller and rototill the edges, like around the outside a few times. The chickens need to be in here for a few more weeks, and then I'll get those out, and then I can rototill in the middle and put my boards down. But in the meantime, I'll be able to get the planting sites. Once they're in the ground, like it's been 70 and 80 the last few days, but once they're in the ground, I still need to protect them from the cold, from the nighttime cold snaps. It's beautiful today right now. I'm literally wearing a sleeveless shirt, but it's supposed to get cold tonight in 30s. It'll be in the 30s the rest of the week. And that's how our April goes. It'll be beautiful, and then it gets kind of cold. We might even get snow tonight, so I still have to protect the baby plants from the snow. My goal, just one quick amendment here to the video. So as I was filming the section that I've interrupted, that was at about that was about at 2 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock right now, and that's why I said that, you know, I gotta have some heating system in place before I put the seedlings out in the greenhouse full time, because earlier, like an hour ago, it was really bad, and now it's just a real thick, heavy, wet spring snow. I can actually see, like, I don't know if you can see the greenhouse over there, the 2 layers. The snow is sticking to that top layer, and it's kind of I don't know, like pulling it down to the side. Hopefully that'll be fine. Usually it sloughs off at some point. But yeah, so I was in sleeveless shirt and shorts 4 hours ago, enjoying the 70-degree weather, and if this keeps up, we'll have several inches of snow by morning time. I'd say there's at least 1.5 inches knocking on the door, 2 inches coming down already. So Colorado springtime. Back to the video. The goal is to keep them in the grow bags for less than a week, and I want them in the dirt. My soil, my pumpkin patch is ready because, as you can see here, my soil temp's already at 60, and that's good. You know, 60, 65 would be a little bit better, but 60, 65, the roots will start to grow, the plants will start to take off. If I were to take that temperature probe and stick it in my lawn outside, it'd probably be in the 50s, maybe 40s. So the greenhouse is doing its job, and by starting so early, getting the plants in the ground early, that's what this whole darn structure is for, to give me more time to get that like 100-day growth on the pumpkin. So I'll have little heaters in there. I'm just going to put rebar in the ground, and I'll do a video on it with some PVC, and then just visqueen plastic, cheap plastic that you get from Home Depot, and I'll make little miniature greenhouses in here. But I'll have 2 there, here, here, and here. And I think that's about it for here. Let me show you the outside of the greenhouse. So last summer, spring, was all about finishing the greenhouse and getting the greenhouse done, and they didn't really have a lot of time to worry about outside. So one thing that we're doing is we have some raised gardens. I have some garlic poking up over there, and the task and a half is going to be spreading these wood chips. This is like super slippery mud all around out here. So I had a friend drop off a massive truckload of wood chips. That's gonna go pretty much here, have a trail there, trail out to the donkeys, and a walking path right here. If I can get some motivation going, this is where I think I'm gonna grow watermelon, bushel gourd, and jack-o'-lantern pumpkins right out here. Plant them against the greenhouse and kind of let them go. And then take this fence. This is what this fence is for. It's for over there, and get a different one for here. But the garden, the raised garden, and some buckets for some container gardens will be on the agenda for this area. And I think that's all I got for you today. Keep it short. As always, if you have any questions, comment below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're almost there. Getting to the point where we'll probably have a video once a week or so. And yeah, so hopefully everybody's doing good, and you are thinking about starting your seeds. If you don't have a greenhouse, I wouldn't start them yet, or a way of really, really protecting them. You know, maybe start your seeds in the next 10 days or so. The sooner you start them, the sooner they need to get into the ground. And unless you have some means to protect them pretty intensely against your spring cold snaps, you're wasting your time. So that is that. See you next time. Get out there, grow yourself a giant pumpkin.